What's going on, guys? Car Review Guys here. My name is AJ and we are back with a 2023 Toyota Crown. This is all new for the United States and this is the limited trim. There's XLE, which is what it starts at, then it goes to the limited, then it goes to the platinum, which is a completely all different powertrain vehicle. This one here and the XLE is an inline 2.5 liter, and the platinum is the 2.4 liter hybrid max. We need to jump on this review starting with the exterior, working our way to the interior, and then let's take it on a drive. Let's roll. Starting right up front, you may notice it is sitting about an inch off the ground higher than a Camry, so that is one difference right off the bat. Obviously it looks totally different. You have the very nice bright lights, quad LED there, and then the LED runner, which looks super good. Coming around, you do have bigger wheels as a 21-inch wheel, which is part of a package with the upgraded audio system as well. This right here, as of right now, there's no plans to be able to do color matching on that, so that's the only unfortunate thing for the exterior. The rest looks pretty good. Moving our way back, there is a 360 camera. You're going to be able to see it right there, hopefully, and we'll show that on the interior. You do have like a black, gloss black, like cladding or whatever you want to call it right there. I don't mind that. Depends on the color exterior, so on and so forth, but not bad. You do have keyless entry on all 4 doors for a Toyota, which is super nice, of course. So if you want to unlock it, just simply put your hand on the inside. To lock it, you press on the outside. Coming around, you have a driver fuel door. It's a 14.5-gallon tank. Gas mileage wise, you're looking at 42 city, 41 highway, and a combined average of around 41 mpgs. And it is on demand, all-wheel drive, as stated right there. You have the Crown back here. It looks good and clean. The button is slightly strange for the rear though. It is on this flat part. You just simply press right there and then you can lift up. Checking back here, there is a good amount of room in it for sure. No complaints there. I do like that there's plenty of storage in this vehicle. And this color is the Supersonic Red, and it looks pretty good. There's actually some metallic flake and stuff in it. It's hard to see on camera, unfortunately. But nonetheless, let's see what it's like to get in the vehicle, starting with the back seat. Stepping in, again, this is an inch higher than a Camry, so stepping in, wow, like even the roof line is up just a little bit, and stepping in, it is really easy to get in and out of this vehicle, even in the rear seat. You are going to notice you've got heated seats even in the rear. You've got the upgraded audio, of course, on this particular tester. You've got 2 center vents right there with some USB-C chargers. And in the middle, you do have some cup holders to flip up there. And it does look really nice. Like, look at that. Love the seats, love the piping even on them. And then you have all LED lighting even on the interior. All right, let's test getting into the front seat now. Yeah, again, same thing as the rear. Super easy to get in and out of this vehicle for sure. No complaints there. If maybe you're older or have back issues, whatever, this is a vehicle I would definitely consider because it is super easy to get in and out of. Now that we're in here, let's go over some of the interior features on this. You've got your memory seating, 2 settings there, which is always good. You've got all of your standard window switches, and this is how you know the Crown is a little bit more attention to detail than like your Camry. You've even got edge bezels on the window switches, which is a nice touch. It makes it feel a lot more premium. It's the small details that matter. Everything else is fairly standard. You have automatic folding mirrors. You can hit the button there, or power folding rather. All of your buttons down here, your trunk and your gas tank are right there. Coming over to your steering wheel, pretty standard, is all new design of course, but it is going to control on this left side your full digital display, which looks beautifully done. Like that they have done that. Hopefully the Camry as well will be getting that. That would be great. Over on the right hand side, you've got all of your cruise control items, lane centering, adaptive cruise control, so on and so forth. Your different modes that you can go through for your radio. And of course your seeking, and over here's your little toggle for your volume. Over here on the center, you're going to notice this is almost like the Lexus type of shifter. Park is there, and then if you want to go into drive, it's over and down. In order to go into reverse, over and up. You've got 2 cup holders here, and then obviously your different EV and drive mode functions. For your drive modes, simply put it right here. You can go into Eco, Normal, or Sport, which is right there. Hopefully the light's not too bad for you guys. I apologize, really bright today. Checking out the camera, we'll put it in park. We're going to, actually, sorry, we'll put it into drive, just that way you can hit the camera button located right there. You press it, and this is what you are going to see. Hopefully you can see it pretty well. Again, the lighting is just brutal. It's so bright, but it is much better quality than previous Toyota. I mean, everyone that has driven one kind of, you know, talks about the camera quality. This is a huge step in the right direction for Toyota. Super nice to have that. Coming down, you're going to notice that it's got heated and cooled seats. As you can tell, the cooled seats are on because it is 100 degrees here in Arizona. You have a new designed wireless phone charger, which holds your phone upright, and it even has like little clips in there to hold it, so it keeps charging the whole time. You don't have to worry about the thing flopping back and forth, so great design. Your on and off button is located right there. Your stocks, honestly, are fairly standard. Not too much to discuss there. And the center console is dual opening, so you can open it from either side, which is basically like any Lexus, which is a great design. I love that. Looking at the door panel here, because this is what's probably the most important out of everything. Soft touch right down here. This is pretty hard. It's not plastic, but it is hard. And then up here, there's a little bit more give as well. So some of those materials are probably your difference really between this and like a Lexus. But as far as the ride quality, we'll get into that into the drive, because I'm impressed. We'll put it that way. And then as far as the seats go, touching them, like, very soft. I mean, super soft on the leather side. So that's nice to have as well. And then up above us, we do have a panoramic roof. If I simply just hold the button, it is fixed glass though, so it does not pop open. So if you're wanting that, that is not something that is offered on this at this current time. But nonetheless, it's super nice to be able to have all of the natural light in here. And then up a little bit further, you're gonna notice that you have 3 buttons for your home link, for your garage doors, which is also nice to have, of course. And this thing flies. Look at this thing. I mean, that's pretty quick, just saying. Okay, I think that's gonna wrap up the interior. We're gonna go through some of the stats and figures pretty quickly, and then we're gonna get this vehicle on the road. Let's roll. Go over some of the stats and figures again really quickly. So it's starting at the XLE, going to the Limited, which is what we have here, and then to the Platinum, and the Platinum has the totally different powertrain as already stated. It's going to be quicker, not as fuel efficient, but yeah, it gives you like a 0 to 60 of around 5.7. With that said, the price ranges, so the XLE is going to come in at right around $39,000. This vehicle, the sticker is right in front of me, it's $45,000 plus a few other little options here and there. We're at a total of $50,000. And then the Platinum starts at around $52,000. Of course, again, totally different powertrain. You again get the 6-speed transmission with that Platinum as well. So if you want this vehicle but don't like an eCVT, which is what's on the XLE and the Limited, well, you have an option to get the Platinum. So keep that in mind. And the other thing that you can tell with the Platinum right away, as already stated from the exterior, it's two-tone, and the Platinum is the only one that comes with that two-tone, so very easy to spot. Now, also, fuel tank, once again, 14.5 gallon tank, and your fuel economy on the XLE and the Limited are going to be an average of right around 41 combined. You've got 42 city, 41 highway, so again, that's combined. And then on the Platinum, which again is much quicker, you're at around 29 city, 32 highway, 30 is the combined average. So still pretty impressive having that much power and having that impressive of on-demand all-wheel drive. So all of that combined, it's actually really impressive. So I think those are some of the main specs that you would want to know. We'll discuss a few more along the drive, but let's get this Crown out on the road and see how it does. Last stat as we are getting out on the road, I don't know how I forgot this because I mentioned the power, but I didn't give you the figures. This vehicle and the XLE is going to come in at around a total output horsepower, meaning the battery and the combustion motor, at around 236 horsepower. Now, if you go up to the more powerful Platinum, of course, you're going to be getting around 340 horsepower. So, as already stated by the 0 to 60, you know, this is around that 7.5 mark, roughly, and the Platinum's at around that 5.7, so it is a big difference. So if, again, you care more about horsepower and a little giddy-up action, the Platinum is certainly going to be the one that you're going to want. Now, as you guys know, I've driven the Platinum. You've seen that previously on my channel. If you're not new, I did a just very quick rundown on that vehicle because we went to the press event for it. And after being in the Platinum and then being in this, like, there is a significant difference. I mean, obviously the numbers should tell you that, as I've already stated, but just experiencing them, it is totally different. Like, the Platinum is legitimately, like, pretty quick. I mean, for what it is, it's impressive. Now, I will say, between the Platinum and this Limited, I cannot tell a difference from a driving standpoint of road noise. I think they're both equally just as good. You can hear just a little bit of the motor, barely, but it's not bad. And that's like right now because I have no radio on. Honestly, you can't even hear it when you just have a normal level audio radio on. So, something to keep in mind. Again, there's no difference really between the Platinum. I mean, not that you can tell. I mean, obviously I drive these cars all the time, and I can honestly tell you I can't tell a difference. So if you don't care about the power, then I certainly would recommend the Limited personally, because you're really getting almost everything the Platinum has. As far as comfort goes, the seats are really comfortable in this one. I actually like, more so than most vehicles, like, they are really plush, like, to the touch. It is impressive how soft they are. So I think that's a positive. I felt the exact same thing, the Platinum. I was actually concerned that maybe the Limited wouldn't have the same quality of seat, and it most certainly does. It is just as soft as the Platinum. So very happy with this trim level. And again, you still have memory seating, you got the heated seats, cooled seats, all that stuff we've already gone through. So to have all of that and to be at a price point of around that $45,000 mark for this Limited, I'm impressed personally. I mean, I honestly, whenever I got this car, I didn't think that I was really gonna love it. but I actually really do. I think Toyota's done a really good job with this vehicle. In my humble opinion, this is the closest you're going to get to a Lexus with a Toyota badge. It just is. It is the quietest, it's the smoothest, it's easy to get in and out of. I mean, everything about it is the closest you're going to get to Lexus. So that's another thing. Like, if you want to go kind of under the radar, not have a Lexus badge, because some people are like that, they don't like having the badge, this is a very good vehicle for you as well. As far as the blind spots are concerned, checking over to my left, this pillar is just slightly probably bigger than average, I would say. But it's in a good spot because you can see right past it in the rear window, which is good. Checking over to my right side, there's windows for days. I mean, even the slant of the back window, everything about it actually is really good. There's not much blind spot there. Of course, this vehicle is equipped with blind spot monitoring if you should need it. As I've been down the road, I've been testing the adaptive cruise control and the lane centering, and as always, it does really well. It actually seems a little bit improved over the Camry. I don't know if the engineers have actually changed anything, but it does seem a little bit better. Adaptive cruise control seems about the same, just to clarify, but the lane centering seems a little bit better. So I think maybe they've done a little extra programming behind the scenes, because it really stays center of the lane with this vehicle, which obviously is a good thing. The other thing that I've noticed just while driving along, which we've already gone over in the interior, but it makes a big difference in my opinion, is just looking forward and seeing an all digital clean display. I mean, it looks so good. I just have to touch on that while we're driving, because it is part of the driving experience, you know, checking down, looking at the speed, so on and so forth. It's a big deal. Now, the only thing it doesn't have is the heads-up display, obviously, on this, but not a huge deal, obviously. The other thing that you guys are always asking about is the drive modes. So for this vehicle, you have a little toggle that I've already pointed out. You have Eco, Normal, and Sport. And I'm always asked, is there a big difference in them? If you have it in Eco, then it, obviously you put it all the way to the floor, it's pretty much gonna limit your RPMs. Like, it's gonna keep you down. You can definitely tell it's more in the EV type mode, which is good. And then Normal is exactly what I would expect. You have the full range without it like just being, you know, spastic, if you will. And the Sport mode, of course, is very sporty. It's basically holding and ready to go at all times, full power, which I don't really find myself needing Sport. The only time I really put it in Sport is like if I need to get out in traffic, like take a left or something, you know, across the road. Something like that, I maybe put it in Sport. But other than that, I've really found myself this week just keeping it in Normal. That's pretty much where I just drive it. The other thing that I have noticed while driving it and using it is it's very practical. I mean, the back seats have plenty of room. You have a trunk that also has a lot of room, and it's just comfortable. And having it an inch higher off the ground, it does, I won't lie, it looks a little bit strange at first because we're not used to seeing a car in a sedan sitting an inch higher. An inch sounds like nothing, but when you're getting in and out, it's a pretty big deal. So especially if you're of an age or know someone of an age that struggles getting into vehicles that are a little bit lower, but also struggles into vehicles that are like SUVs that are a little bit higher, this is the dead in between. This is exactly what you were looking for. So keep that in mind. It is easy to get in and out of. I cannot stress that enough. This vehicle is extremely easy to get in and out of, and I think that's really a key point for this vehicle. I mean, Toyota talked about it in the press event numerous times, and I can see why now because I've gotten in and out of it several times, and I've noticed just how easy it is to get in and out of this vehicle. Many of you ask because on my drives, I don't necessarily am always on the freeway as I'm doing this video, even though I've taken it on the freeway before. The last touch on road noise, because people are like, yeah, you're just driving around normal roads. Of course there's not much road noise. Yeah, even on the freeway, which I'm actually merging onto right now as we speak, there's not much road noise in this vehicle. I mean, I really do have to brag about it. I mean, usually in Toyotas, there's a little bit more than like Lexuses and stuff, but this one's really good. I mean, it is really good. So if you're looking for a vehicle, even on the freeway, it is quiet even on the freeway. And right now I will show you a little acceleration. We'll throw it in sport as we have to merge onto the freeway to the floor. And here we go. We do have a car in front of us, so we're not gonna be able to keep going up to speed because they're merging at 45 miles an hour when it's 75 on the freeway. Please, for the love of everything, guys, merge at the pace of traffic. So that's proper driving technique. Getting over, we're almost up to speed here. Eventually, get on it. We're at 62. There we go. Now we're operating 75. Set the cruise, and I'm gonna be quiet for just a second and see if you guys can hear anything because it's quiet. No tire noise, no engine noise, a little bit of wind noise, but again, certainly not bad. I'm impressed overall. Okay, I think that is going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, I cannot stress enough, if you're looking for a vehicle that is quiet and smooth and it goes under the radar having the Toyota badge versus a Lexus, this is certainly a vehicle for you, especially at a very affordable price point considering the competitors that it has, and it's also very easy to get in and out of. If you guys would like to know anything, just comment down below. I'm happy to respond and answer any questions that you may have. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.